It was built in the 1980s.
After adopting a digital approach.
We were looking for somebody that shared in our vision.
We would definitely not be where we are today without Experion.
Since 2000, they've been the go-to firm for defending workers' compensation claims in California, working with employers, insurance carriers, and third-party administrators. Whether it's complex cases related to the death of employees, complex regional pain syndrome, general special employer claims, or shutting down fraudulent cases, Albert and McKinsey get results, quick resolutions, and lower costs for their clients. With me today are Bruce Albert, firm managing partner, and Gary Erland, chief technology officer. Thank you so much for your time today, gentlemen.
Our pleasure.
Today we'll explore how Albert and McKinsey leverage digital transformation and AI to streamline their case management and increase their operational efficiency. We'll also chat a little bit about how Experion has enabled that journey. Bruce, Albert and McKinsey have been a powerhouse in workers' compensation law for decades now. Could you take us through your journey?
We pretty much wanted to create a firm that focused not only on the quality work, but on the customer service. We saw that lacking in a lot of the industry, and our clients were begging for more responsiveness, more communication. Through that basic tenet of customer service and quality work, we continued to attract clients and grow the firm. And within the last 25 years, we went from one office with one attorney to 12 offices throughout the entire state of California with about 130 attorneys.
That's quite an amazing journey you had at Albert and McKinsey. So my first question to you is, what are some of the key challenges that you faced in your case management that sort of led you to embark on this digital transformation journey?
Yeah, so at the very beginning, we were a paper firm. In 2008, the Workers' Compensation Appeals Board went paperless. So at that time, we were probably maybe 15 attorneys. We were a much smaller firm at that time. And so we thought, what a great opportunity it would be for our firm to also go paperless at the same time and digitalize all of our documents that are coming into the firm. We paired with a case management company who had prepared a workers' compensation case management. But it really, as we worked through it, we only could get about 70% of efficiency out of it. We always wanted more, and we were always told, no, we couldn't do more. And so as our frustration grew with our inability to customize to the point where we wanted the maximum efficiency for our attorneys, we looked for a more robust system, a web-based system.
You've set some interesting context for us, Bruce. Thank you. Gary, my next question's to you. So are you ready?
I am.
Okay. You've seen the legal landscape evolve with technology. What are some of the key efficiencies that you saw coming after adopting a digital approach?
Great question, Elia. Traditionally in the legal field, they've been slow to adopt technology. When I joined the firm in 2019, they had already begun that journey. However, the industry only had a select few applications, and none of those applications communicated with each other. They were completely disparate of each other. So I made it my mission to design a system that integrated all of these different platforms together so that they worked harmoniously to bring that information to our attorneys and staff in the most efficient way possible.
That's quite a bold mission you had there, and quite the journey ahead of you. So Bruce, what exactly led you to the awareness that you need a technology partner?
Yeah, so I think, like I said before, we were working in a system that was designed for workers' comp professionals to work in, but it was built in the 1980s and it hadn't been updated since the 1980s. So we had one developer and he owned it, and it was very difficult to get any type of customization or improvements or more efficiencies out of the system. And we felt that we were outgrowing it very quickly. So we thought we needed to really look for a more robust partner in technology. And this was a remote desktop kind of based system. And we thought we would be better in a web-based system for the efficiencies as well. So we were looking for a partner that really would help us create a system on our own so that we didn't have to rely on this third party. Much of who we are today is because of Gary, his vision, and our connection with Experion, because we would definitely not be where we are today without Experion and the technology that you've been able to deliver for us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's very insightful, and that leads me to you, Gary, with your bold mission that you set out on. What were you looking for when you looked for a technology partner, and how did you find Experion?
Yeah, so the decision-making process was fairly straightforward. We were looking for somebody that shared in our vision, that would listen to our pain points and our needs. Somebody that could mobilize quickly and effectively, that was well versed in the web technologies and capable of providing that open platform that we were looking to develop to integrate all of these different information systems. And through my professional network, a number of firms rose to the top of that list. And in my conversations with Experion, I really felt that they connected with me in that vision, in that mission to develop this product. And in that journey, they came out, they sat with all of our managing partners, they sat with our managers and department heads to understand each of their needs in this product, and provided us with great ideas and in that vision and the stages required to move that forward into reality. So,
once you decided to partner with Experion, what was your vision for the transformation? How did we sort of collaboratively work to revamp the due diligence process for workers' compensation? Can you talk me through the phases we went through?
Absolutely. So the first step in the process was to identify all of the impacted applications that we currently had. So we went through systematically, listing the application, listing the stakeholders, and then we looked at the impact of each of those applications, and we came to the determination of which one we should start with, right? We mapped out the dependencies, and then began that journey with our time entry application. We continued that journey with our billing module, where we replaced yet another antiquated system. This was a third-party system, where we were now able to do accounts payable, accounts receivable, invoicing, invoice collection, and payment management. So that naturally then led us into our third module, which was our document operations or document management. And through the use of AI and these technologies, we can now autonomously scan in these documents, identify the case file that they belong to, extract data out of them, and it instantiates downstream workflow. So it really brought all of the departments together into a single workflow stream to really drive efficiency in the firm. Once that module was completed, it ultimately culminated in our case management module, which worked with every one of these other modules to bring everything under that single roof.
So thank you for that response, Gary. I think I have a good understanding of what the transformation process looks like now. Bruce, my next question is to you, and it's about what kind of impact did the work that we do have on your business operations, and are there any tangible sort of benefits that came from the work that we've done for you?
I mean, right off the bat, the employee satisfaction has gone through the roof. I get all the time comments saying how much people love working within Helix, how much they really enjoy the intuitiveness of it and the ease, and how they've worked in firms in the past and this is the best system they've ever worked in. They're able to do much more for the client. So the client gets the benefit as well of having more attention paid to them more proactively rather than reactively. And it's noticeable because I do get comments as well from them saying how much they enjoy working with our firm. And a lot of that has to do with the efficiencies that Helix and Experion has been able to provide. The cost was finite. The benefit is infinite. And that's why we continue to partner with Experion, because Experion's able to help us get to that next level as well. Is it going to cost us? Yes, but the benefit is going to far outweigh any cost.
Thank you so much for your response, Bruce. It's really encouraging to hear the kind of positive impact our work has had for your business, because that's exactly what we're trying to do. It's the heart of what we do here at Experion. So thank you for that. I'd like to address a question to both of you. So if you had one piece of advice for law firms looking to embrace technology, what would it be?
I think honestly, if they haven't already embraced technology, they're already behind the 8 ball. So it's important to really partner with a company like Experion to help them deliver the information that's really important to a law firm. Without the technology to be able to do that, you're going to fail as a law firm. So it's really vital, communication-wise, that I come back to that customer service. It's really important to embrace that technology, just like we did with Experion.
Thank you, Bruce. I think you made a great point about why law firms need to embrace technology. So Gary, if you could give us your recommendations for how a firm would go about executing this transformation.
Absolutely. I feel once you have found that partner that can lead you down that technology path, a phased approach is the best methodology for achieving that. Finding each segment, each module, and then also accepting that each module will have its own iterations within it. So constantly going back, reviewing and improving those technologies, I think is also vital to ensuring success in a project like this.
Right. So thank you so much, Bruce and Gary, for your time today. You have been incredibly patient and insightful with your responses. I will see you all next time on the next episode of FutureX.